So today's video is about why I became vegetarian. I know I've done a video about it before, but I thought I would do another one. This is probably the 10th time I have done this video, so I'm getting a little bored of doing it. So yeah, so if I sound like I'm skipping through things, it's you understand why now, because I've said it about 10 times. But yeah, so the reason I became vegetarian is because my mum and my sister became vegetarian and I kind of followed suit. After that I did a lot of research into it, and I basically realised the way that animals were kept, and their surroundings. I wasn't happy about putting them through that for me to eat meat, so that kind of cemented it for me as well. Plus, I've always had animals. We've had things from hamsters and guinea pigs and gerbils and rabbits to dogs, cats, chickens, even and now horses. We have some horses now. So for me, it was like, well, if I wouldn't eat my chickens, so why would I eat a chicken from Tesco's or from the butcher's? So I just stopped. I'm against animal testing as well, and I'm also incredibly against fox hunting and hunting in general. I find it. Well, I'm not going to go into why I don't like it, because it could start a huge debate up on the channel, and that's not what I'm doing. I'm just put why I'm vegetarian. But yeah, I'm hugely against fox hunting. Yeah, so I'm very happy about being vegetarian. I love the fact I'm vegetarian, actually. Yeah. I guess I'll talk about. It was difficult to become a vegetarian, especially when I became vegetarian 15 plus years ago, because there wasn't as much option around. You'd go out for a meal and you'd get mushroom stroganoff. I hate mushroom stroganoff now because of that reason. It is a lot easier now, and you can go to restaurants and you can find some places have a whole section just for you, for us guys. But it was a lot more difficult at that time. And yeah, I found it easier because my mum became vegetarian, then my sister did, and then my younger sister did, and then my younger brother did, and my dad kind of had to. He didn't have much of a choice. He is no longer vegetarian, and neither is my younger sister. But that isn't it's just one of them things. We kind of ripped into my sister a little bit when she first started eating meat, but it was a choice that she made, and that's fine. So, but yeah, it was a lot easier for me because my family were vegetarian. So, I wasn't cooking separate meals, or my mum wasn't cooking separate meals for me. So, yeah. I get asked a lot if I eat fish. No, I don't eat fish. If you eat fish, you are a pescatarian and not a vegetarian, and definitely not a vegan. Then I get asked, what was the smell that would turn me, and now there's nothing. But when I first became vegetarian, the smell of bacon cooking. And I know a few vegetarians have said the same to me. Now, the smell of bacon cooking turns my stomach. So does walking past butchers. One, because I don't like the seeing the meat in the windows and stuff, and plus I think it's the fact that they clean with bleach, and I don't like bleach. Bleach turns my stomach. The smell of it straight away. I hate. Doesn't agree with me at all. So that's probably one of the other reasons why I don't like going past butchers. But yeah. So I guess the other questions I get asked would be, I bet you if you could have a bit of steak, you'd change your mind. Nope, been offered. Didn't have it then. Wouldn't have it now. Oh, is it alright if I eat meat in front of you? Yes, that's fine. As long as you're not throwing it in my face or eating it very disgustingly, but then I don't like bad eaters anyway. Or, you know, it's a piece of steak that's dripping with blood. No, I don't like that. I probably won't look at you if you're eating that. My other half, he eats meat, and I have not and will not try and make him vegetarian, because it is a choice that I've made. It's a choice that we all make, is to become vegetarian. And I don't like it when other people force their opinions and their beliefs and their views on me, so I choose not to do that to others. I will help people if they want to become vegetarian, vegan, and you know, I will, if I'm asked about it, I also talk about it if I'm asked about it, but I don't purposely go out and talk about it, because I don't see the point. It's something that I've chosen. It doesn't define me. It doesn't make me who I am. It's part of who I am, but it doesn't make me who I am. So yeah, I help. I try and help the for the cause, and you know, and that. But like I said, I'm not a pushy vegetarian. I don't force my opinions or my beliefs and so on other people. I only talk about it and discuss it when when it comes up in conversation. To be fair, I don't think I'd ever make my boyfriend vegetarian. One, he's allergic to corn, and soya, so yeah, that's not really a good start. But yeah, so like I said, I don't mind people eating meat in front of me as long as it's not too gross. I also get the whole people trying to catch me out. Oh, did you know that this? And I don't know everything, and I don't protest to know everything. I know what I know, and what I do know is that, and what the things I do know about, I will keep to. So, you know, but people do always try to prove me wrong or to catch me out and things like that, and that's fine. You continue to do that, but it's not cool. Yeah, people do debate with me sometimes as well, and they feel like, you know, they have the right to do so. That's fine, go ahead, because I know my stuff, what I know about, and I will discuss it with you. But like I said, I'm not one for arguing and stuff. I will just put my point across, and if it's not satisfactory, then it's not satisfactory. Yeah, so, but I think that's it for the negatives. I can't think of anything else. I should have written things down really, but I haven't. Oh, the other thing is, like, if you go to, especially when you're with a friend or with your boyfriend or your husband or whatever, and you go to somewhere and you can't share things, so like, you know, like you get like platters and stuff, and it would make it so much cheaper, but they don't put anything vegetarian on it, so like, you'll get like a platter from a Chinese restaurant and everything's meat, and yeah, so you can't share it. Or you go to Pizza Hut and you know, you do the half things to make it easier and cheaper. You can't do that because the meat's been cooked on the other side. It's like, no. So we tend to like get two of everything, and not, well, not two, well, yeah, I guess two of everything, and it's not cheap. I will buy meat for my other half. I know that a lot of people won't do that, and for my dad. I know a lot of people won't do that, and I don't do it very often, but I will do it. I still a little bit like this about cooking it, because like I said, it isn't something that I enjoy doing, and even talking about it makes me feel a little queasy, but yeah, we'll see. If he wants meat, he can cook it himself, I guess. There was something else. Oh, the other thing is, what I found difficult is when I go over to people's houses, especially if they don't know very little, or they know very little about vegetarian and veganism, and if you go over to parents' houses, that sometimes can be awkward. And I sometimes don't like to go over to people's houses because they have to cook separate. I'm lucky enough that my boyfriend, his mum, was a vegan for a very, 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 very long time. I think about 45 years. And so she understood, and she doesn't cook with the same utensils, and she's really, really good, and she's so supportive, and yeah, it's a lot easier because she understood, and she makes it easier for me. But yeah, in the past it has been difficult, and I will, and that's a warning to people that are thinking about becoming vegetarian. Either eat before you go or plan to eat after, because sometimes they don't cater. So if you go somewhere to a wedding or to places like that, a lot of places don't cater to vegetarians, and that isn't their fault. Because some people just don't think about it. Some people do not think about vegetarians or vegans. And, you can't get angry with them about that. And I know some people do, and I don't. It's like, well, it's just one of them things, isn't it? So yeah, be prepared. You'll either have to eat before or after. But yeah, that is a bit of a pain. Yeah, so that's pretty much it about the negatives. The other thing that I do tend to get is, well, especially because I own horses, is that it's kind of presumed that I go hunting. So when I tell them I don't, a lot of the time they're quite shocked. Like, oh, you don't go hunting? No, I'm really against it. Yeah, so that's quite funny. And when I try to explain them I'm vegetarian, like, vegetarian? What's vegetarian? Are you an alien? So, yeah. I can't think of anything else really. It is a lot easier to be vegetarian and vegan nowadays. Everything is made a little easier, especially with things like Superdrug are now completely cruelty free, and they put on their products that they're vegetarian, they're vegan. When you have things like Barry M, and again, Superdrug's own brand. Because Superdrug's own brand is completely vegan, which is great. And then you've got things like Holland and Barrett. They do a lot of vegan stuff and vegetarian. I know that they've got. I looked today, and they've got a roll-on body deodorant. It's a little expensive. It's more than I'm willing to pay, but and it's a salt one, and that's suitable for vegans and vegetarians. They also have lip balm. But I don't buy into this whole being too expensive, because I know that you can get it from Superdrug, and you can buy lip balm for like £1.99. Where it over in Holland Barrett it was like £3.50. I don't know what the quality's like, but yeah, I am a little bit of a. I used to be a student, so I it's still with me to be cheap. Yeah, so. I don't wear leather. I will wear fake leather, and I'm quite happy to do that. I have a lake. I have a lake. I don't have a lake. I have a fake leather jacket. And I have a fake leather bag, but they are fake. I don't wear real leather. Like you all know, that all my makeup and my toiletries are all suitable for vegetarians and cruelty free. And I'm also trying to work very, very hard to use the cleaning products as well. I know that there's a fair few companies in the UK that are doing really, really well in the fact that none of their products are tested on animals. They may still have animal-derived ingredients, but they are making an effort, and that is fantastic news. I know Co-op definitely, most of their stuff don't test on animals, and that is, I'm over the moon about that. You know, it's one step at a time. It would be nice if it was quicker, but it's not always going to be that way. And so, yeah, so I'm really, really chuffed. Oh, I guess I'll talk about the animals that I do have. Right now, we have 4 cats. They're all rescued. Most of our animals? Learn to speak, Bethan. Most of our animals are rescued. We also have dogs. They're all rescued, except for one, which is the one down here. I'll wake him up. He's probably not going to be very happy about that. But, oh well. Come here. Come here. Come here, Jack. This is Jack. Say hello, Jack. No. Jack is my brother's dog. As you can tell, he is a Jack Russell. He is a very, very good dog, aren't you? You're a bit noisy, you do bark sometimes, and it is annoying, but overall, you're a very good dog. Very loving, loves being around everybody. Yeah, loves sitting in front of the fire, don't you? Anyway, go on lie down, go back to sleep. Ooh, yes. So yeah, we have Jack, we have a greyhound which is also rescued. We have rescued 3 other greyhounds, and unfortunately the 2 of them, they didn't come from the greatest backgrounds. We then have a German Shepherd, he's called Duncan, and he is an ex-guide dog. Unfortunately, he was only going through training, and the reason why he stopped his training is because he has a condition called hip dysplasia, which is common within the German Shepherd breed, as well as that he also has a enzyme problem. Again, it's because of his breed, because they were interbred, and that is why he has the problem that he does. He is very healthy other than that. You know, he's a very happy dog. Very, very loyal, very good, well behaved. And then we have my dog Angus. He is a deerhound cross. We were told that he's crossed with a lurcher, but we're not quite sure. He hasn't got the height of a deerhound. Thank God. But he is a big dog. The reason why I don't have him with me is we don't keep him inside. He is an outside dog. And that's purely because of his size. And he's a fantastic guard dog. So good. And he's quite intimidating, I'd say. But yeah, he's awesome. I love him. And he was adopted from the RSPCA. Then we have chickens. We have a variety of chickens. We have rare breed and we have battery hens. We used to. I don't know if we've got any anymore. We took a lot of battery hens. Obviously, they were going to just kill them. We took them. We adopted them. We've done that a few times, I think. We have rabbits. We used to keep Angora rabbits. I know some people are against the whole Angora thing, and so am I. Like, okay, the way that the industry cultivate Angora is disgusting. The way that Angora is originally and supposed to be taken is when the rabbit is molting. When the rabbit is molting, you can just take it off. There is no tugging. You can just take it off. You can then hand spin it and then you knit it. But unfortunately, the industry aren't prepared to wait that long, so they remove it and they pull it out of rabbits. And you know, rabbits scream and they're in a lot of pain and they don't live very long. And it is disgusting and it shouldn't happen, and luckily a lot of companies have now been caught out from doing that and have decided not to do it anymore, and take off the products off their shelves and stuff, and that's well done you. But unfortunately now people get this opinion, have got this opinion about Angora wool that it's all bad, and it's not. As long as you take it humanely and the rabbit isn't hurt in any way, which they're not, then you're okay. But it's the industry and mass production of things that's when things become evil. I know this from first hand because my mum kept Angora rabbits, and she's kept Angora rabbits since I was very young, and she has used their fur, but she has never once hurt or pulled the fur out when it's not been ready. If you don't take the wool from them, they get matted, and it can get quite it's like cotton wool, like matted together. It can get quite serious for rabbits, to the point where they can't walk. So I'm not saying that what the industry's doing is right. It's not. It's disgusting, and they should stop. But if you see an Angora scarf or gloves or whatever, and it's in a boutique, the chances are that the way that the rabbit has the fur's been taken is in a humane way. So we had Angora rabbits. Unfortunately, our last one died recently. But we do have other rabbits. And then we have my horse, or my sister. I share my horse with my sister. She is a Shire. We've had her for 2 years now. 2 years in April. Now, I bought her from a breeder. I wouldn't buy dogs or cats or anyone like that from a breeder. I've only bought her from a breeder purely because when you buy a horse, you need your horse to be as healthy as possible and come from good stock. The reason for this is because of vets bills. Now, not saying that when dogs go to the vets, it's not expensive. It really is. But you can add a naught on every single one of your bills when it comes to horses. It's incredibly expensive. To call out a vet to get a horse seen, you're talking about 30 quid just to call them out. That doesn't include any looking at them or whatever. So it is very expensive. So to buy a horse, sometimes it is good to go to breeders, and you need to go to breeders that are respected and know what they're on about. You know, the person I bought Belle from, he is very respected within the breed, because unfortunately Shire horses are dying out because they're not used for manual work anymore. People tend to think that they're very expensive to keep. This is not true. So I went to a breeder. Between him and within his family, he's got hundreds of years of, I think it's like 150 years worth of experience on Shire horses. You're gonna go with someone who knows about horses. That's the only one that we've gone for that is a breeder. Purely because of cost, because a sick horse is a very expensive horse. But there are many horses out there that do need rescuing. And they're not sick, and there's nothing wrong with them. But because I was looking for a specific breed, it made it difficult to find. If I could have rescued a Shire, then that had no health issues, then I probably would have rescued them. But unfortunately, there's not many Shires that need rescuing because there's not many about. So that's pretty much it. I think that's all the animals we've got. Yeah. My other half has a guinea pig. He's awesome. My guinea pig, not my boyfriend. He's awesome too, I guess. No, he is. He's gonna see this video and he's gonna shout at me. Yeah, I've rambled on for like it's gonna be half an hour soon. I guess if you are thinking about becoming vegetarian and vegan, don't let people put you off. It isn't easy at first because you're going from something that you used to be doing for lots and lots and lots of years to not doing anymore. It's the same if you're trying to quit smoking or if you're trying to quit heroin. You know, it's difficult at first. More so if you're trying to quit heroin, I guess. A lot more difficult. Yeah. Okay, I can't really put heroin in the same category. It's a lot more difficult. But if you are trying to become vegetarian or you're thinking about becoming vegetarian, don't let people put you off with horror stories or, you know, worry about how you're gonna eat and stuff like that. Oh, another thing I get asked: what do you eat? Well, everything that you eat, just not meat. That's something I get asked quite a lot. Yeah, so there is plenty for you to eat and for you to use when it comes to cosmetics and toiletries and stuff like that. Do your research. Like that's how I did it. I did my research and it became easier. Don't let your family and friends put you off because they may. And stick to your guns, really. That's all stick to your guns and stick to your morals and remember why you're becoming vegetarian or you're becoming vegan. There is a reason, and if you remember about that every time that you think, why am I a vegetarian again? Oh yeah, because I don't want to eat animals. You know. But like I said, it is a little difficult when you become vegetarian for the first time or you're getting back into it or whatever. But it gets easier. It gets a lot easier because you get to the point where you're like, oh, I can eat this or I can use that. I can do this. I can do that, and it becomes part of your life. You're probably going to be the worst people to go shopping with because you spend so much time reading ingredients and stuff and packages and stuff like that. But also, my family and my boyfriend and even his family have become so supportive to the point where they're reading ingredients on my behalf. Like he'll go off and buy something for me, but he'll read the ingredients first. And so people do support and they do understand and they do get it, but you need to be patient with them as well. And if they do buy something that isn't suitable for you, don't get up in their faces and be really angry. They're trying. And that is pretty much all you can ask from people, is that they try. And they sometimes will succeed and sometimes they won't. Yeah, I think that's about it really. I'm getting to 28 minutes. I'm pretty impressed. I'm probably rambled and I've probably bored you all half to death. But yeah, my advice is if you are thinking about being vegetarian, go for it. There's a reason why you're thinking about it. So just do it. And there are plenty of videos out there. There are plenty of blogs. There are plenty of ways of getting information to figure out how you're going to survive and how you're going to live as a vegetarian or a vegan. So, yes. I've probably missed out some really, really vital things to talk about. But I just can't for the life of me think of them. Nope. My brain is now mush. Yes. Anyway, so I have a YouTube, obviously, because you're watching me on it. I have a Facebook and I now have a Instagram. If you would like to hop on over to either or both, the links are down below. Please help with support because it's very much appreciated. And I would like to get out to as many people as humanly possible. Yeah, I hope this video helped. It's probably not, but if there's anything that you want to ask me and you would like questions to any answers, if you're considering becoming vegan or vegetarian and so on, just either email me. I'm not fantastic at emails on here, so email me on the Facebook page and I will get back to you. Or ask me to do a video, and I'm quite happy to do a video. Nobody's really asked. Oh, actually, two people have asked me to do videos, and I have done them within the week. So I'm pretty good at getting back to doing videos pretty quickly. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Hope you all have a fantastic week. The sun is shining today, which has been fantastic because it means that I can put my horses out. Yeah. I'm tired now. I've done this video 10 times already and I just want to go to bed. Yeah, so bye.